The migrant population here in northern Michigan plays a vital role in our community. Without them, our agricultural industry that we are so famous for might not survive.
This probably won't be the first time that you hear someone say, our immigration system is broken. But the reason you keep hearing that is because there's some truth to it. There are only a few legal avenues for people to go through your by-the-book legal immigration.
Justice for Our Neighbors of West Michigan was created as a response to the increasingly complex immigration regulations.
A lot of people don't realize how complex immigration law is. It's more complicated than the U.S. tax code, and it's virtually impossible for a person to understand the terminology and the intricacy of the laws to work through this process on their own without legal assistance.
A client that I've met in the past year himself was smuggled into the country when he was 4 years old. There's a lot of individuals like that who came with their families, young people that didn't have any choice in the matter. They've lived their lives here for 10 years plus. They've assimilated within northern Michigan's community. They've been educated at local schools, but they're not legal US citizens. And at any point, they could be processed and enforced against and perhaps removed from the country.
The mission of Justice for Our Neighbors is to welcome immigrants into our communities and into our churches by providing free or low-cost legal services to help them through the immigration process.
The immigrants that we're trying to help are those who are already part of the fabric of our society. We're not looking to import anybody, we're not looking to do anything radical. We're really just trying to help folks who are here already.
Processing of any kind of correspondence and paperwork with the federal authorities, absolutely. It's hugely bureaucratic, you need very supporting evidence. The forms themselves are long-winded and they're also incredibly expensive. I can't imagine how much I had to pay for my own processing. But when you're working in sort of low-paid, below minimum wage jobs, it's next to impossible to be able to afford it. There are means to be able to get through that. You can ask for waivers of the fees, but without being helped through that process, you wouldn't know what to do. You wouldn't know how to establish your property or how to sort of represent that to the government. And those are the sorts of things that we're able to help them with.
Justice for Our Neighbors actually provides the whole framework and the whole structure and assistance for the volunteer attorneys to actually be able to do the best job possible for the people who need it most.
We have a large immigrant population here in northern Michigan that contribute hugely to the local economy. Within agriculture, services industry, they give a lot to the community already, but they're not recognised as legal individuals.
There's a huge need here in the Traverse City and all of northern Michigan for services for low-income immigrants.
Some of them may never be recognised as such, and yes, those people are illegal immigrants, but some of them also have the right to be able to change their status so they can be lawfully recognised as members of northern Michigan's community.
The good news is that through Justice for Our Neighbors, the help will be available now to immigrants in our community.